perfect day. The rainy day digitals. Today's the last day they're on sale. May the 4th be with you. Let's get to it. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and the next element that I picked was the 5 clusters. And I decided I'm going to use mostly junk to make my 5 clusters. I am going to make them onto an avocado dyed paper, and I'm not going to make huge ones. I'm going to make little ones. So I have to make 5 clusters. I need to use stickers, postage stamp, button beads, or bling. I only found one postage stamp that I actually have 2 of these, but I only have those to match my journal. So I am going to bring in one of the mini pages from, this is from the embellishment kit. Okay, so from the embellishment kit from Dear Julie Julie, these are representative of all 16 pages of embellishments that you get, but we're going to use the small ones, and we're going to make postage stamps. And we have some buttons up here, okay, and I do have some bling in case I want to use it. I am right now I'm trying to get fabric tack into this bottle, so I'll be filling that up during the video. And so yeah, gotta multitask. I've got 31 embellishments to make, and plus today I'm making 5, so I have 35 embellishment types to make, but today I have to make 5. So this is from the cards, from a box of cards, and so that gives me something to possibly use. A gold candy wrapper. You know, we already brought gold in with the gold flakes. I have this piece of from corrugated cardboard, and I have these stickers that were in my mom and dad's stash. So look, there's 5 of those. That might be good. And then I've got this. Okay, so this is the paper that I'm going to use to go ahead and put my things on. Let's go ahead and we'll start by doing this. But you know what? I think we'll bring back, whoa, wrapping paper down. You guys, the cat was after some net. So you all know which cat that was. That was Lucy. She was after this net. And look what she did to my craft room. Right by my desk. Yes, she knocked over the whole stack. I'm pretty sure it was her because I found the net. And the net is her thing. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring back the stenciling that we did yesterday. We don't need stenciling in this one, but I think that it just made such a difference, and it doesn't take that much to go ahead and just add something to these pages before I start doing something to these pages. So instead of just putting my clusters on this background, I'm going to go ahead and give them a little bit of, we'll give them a little bit of this. Okay, so, and I need to go all the way over because I'm going to need 5 clusters. Now your clusters can be all different. They can all be exactly the same. However you want to do it. I'm kind of going to go down the middle. I'm going to do them, they're going to be not exactly the same, but not exactly different. Okay, so look, I've totally changed the look of that paper. Don't lose the buttons. Okay, so we'll put the stencil back in my box over here. She didn't topple that one box, but boy, she toppled a lot of other things. Okay, so we're still putting fabric tack into the bottle. The new fabric tack, putting that into the bottle, it's going to help to mix it up. And right now that's going to be a better option because I need to be able to use it than to go ahead and add the fingernail polish remover. So that's just a choice that I'm making today. And so, okay, so next I have this stamp that I had gotten at, I think I got this at a yard sale. I'm not sure. You guys might remember. I've had it for a while. And so I'm just going to stamp it on here. There's 3, 4. So this is going to give me another little background look for my clusters, and then I'll have some extra. So I got this. I use it on the backs of tags. I did use it yesterday on the back of this tag that we made, and I went ahead and covered it, and then I used it on the back. And I used it with the blue ink, but today we're going to use it with the black so that it, because black is something, if you notice on an embellishment or something and your eyes are just going crazy, they need a place to rest. And by adding something black, it gives you a place for you to look at. So even just by adding a few black dots, think of the pupil of an eye, okay? And can you imagine looking at someone that didn't have a pupil? It's, it would be very, very different. Okay, I am looking for a white piece of paper or cream. You know, I may just have to go up here and grab, oh, that's yellow. You guys, this, if you weren't here with me, we've gotten a lot of new subscribers. This is onion skins. Okay, so my first pages of the onion skin dyeing, this is what I got, was a yellow. Okay, we can use this coffee dyed one. That'll work. I just need, oh, you know what? Let's go into the, I have the later onion skin dyed pages. Oh, that's pretty. So it started out yellow, and then through the day it got lighter and lighter, and it got grungy. So I do have videos of making the paper. I just want some plain. I was having fun with those, those lace. There we go. We can use that one. It's got some lace on it too, but we can use that. I just need some background for my stamps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out 5 of these images. I'm thinking like this size ish. So these right here, these 3, and maybe these 2 over here. Oh, I like this. I should worry, let it rain. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my 5 little pieces, and we're still, so I'm pushing on it, and then it does send some out each time. Anybody else multitask when you are, when you're crafting? I'm going to go ahead and pull out my glue book. And I have got my Tombow Mono permanent glue stick, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line these up. Okay, so like this. And I'm laying this down so I have enough room to go around it with my postage scissors. Again, I'm using, today it's onion skin. Yesterday was avocado dyed. I don't have very many avocado dyed paper. I used to have an endless supply of avocados. But we lost Tom's sister last year and her husband, and the ranch has been sold. So, yeah, so no more avocados, but every time I think of avocados, I think of Mike and Sally, so, and Uncle Joe. When I was very first married to my first husband, we were caretakers on an avocado ranch. So that's kind of an interesting story. I actually lived on the avocado ranch 40 years ago. Today is a day I remember very, very well. I was sitting in the dining room. It was a dining spot. It was about 5 foot by 5 foot in our little house on the avocado ranch, and I was making out the thank you notes from my baby shower. And I was like, and I kept, I'd make out a card, a thank you card, and I'd have the urge that I needed to go to the bathroom, and I go in and nothing would happen. And after doing that about 10 times, I realized I was actually in labor. And so I went and told my then husband, and it was absolutely hilarious. He grabbed the bag and ran out to our car. Now, luckily, we lived on an avocado ranch because he was buck naked. So we went to, he went in and got dressed. I was laughing so hard. And so back then, no cell phones, so I called my mom and dad before I left and told them we were on our way, and we went to the hospital. This was actually 40 years ago yesterday. But today is Amber's 40th birthday, as she was born and came into the world at 12:01 a.m. on May 4th. So that's my Amber story. Amber was born cesarean. Everything was going great until we got into the elevator to go upstairs, and her heart rate dropped. And so instead of taking me to the delivery room, to the left, they took me to the right, and they had to do surgery. And so that's my Amber coming into this world story. I am so grateful for my daughter. You hear me talk about her on here quite often. She has a little homestead that has been a miracle, wonderful miracle in their life, and I am so proud of her. She is a special ed para, so she's an assistant in a special ed classroom, but she's got quite the responsibilities, and she is amazing at what she does. I always knew my brother Zach, who had cerebral palsy, was such a blessing, and he has his presence in our lives have given all of us chances to have times in our lives where we took care of other people, and because of the chance that we had to take care of him, we can just do it. I'm speaking of my brothers and my sister when she was alive, as well as all of our children, because they were very much active in caring for Zach. And when my kids were little, Zach came to us Wednesday and stayed overnight, and then was there on Thursday. And so he was a part of my daycare. And we have daycare kids from back then that have chosen careers that help to take care of people and make their lives better as well. And I knew from the first day that Zach came that he was a blessing for the kids that I watched. At that time, I had a roster of 27 children that I watched on a regular basis, not every day, but I had a 24-hour daycare. And so I had 3 full-time that were there like regular during the week, and then I had the rest were part-time. And yeah, it was an amazing thing. But Zach being present gave these kids the exposure to him, and it was amazing. So I really am thinking I want to use these big ones, the big stamps, or stickers. Now remember, I have to use stickers as one of my things. So I'm thinking if we pull, and the other thing is, because our stamps are the same size as the stickers on this side, I want to have different. Now you're going to notice there's silver around the edge. I wonder, I'm going to try, we'll test it over here. I'll let it dry. I'm using gold. I'm not using silver. So, I'm bringing out the gold pen. I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and gold pen. This is the gold pen from Dollar Tree. So again, recap, we have onion skin dyed paper. We have used a stencil and ink to put the dots on the paper. I stamped the paper with my stamp, and now I've gone around the sticker, and I will do the same thing. You know, we could go ahead, because I'm going to go ahead and finish my first one. So let's go ahead and go around these, and we'll have them ready. And they can dry. Okay. So, yeah. So Amber, I was talking about my daughter. She has, that's what she does. And she is really good at it. And I just found out that Arizona is so low on teachers. They need teachers so bad that they are hiring people that haven't even finished their schooling, and some that may not have schooling. They don't have teachers, you guys. It's another thing that's happening. Don't have teachers. So okay, so we've gone around all these stickers. Now this, I think I told you, this came, my parents gave give money to a variety of things. This one was for Boys Town. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna let that dry over there, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our stamp. Okay, so and I'm gonna want to add some other things. Possibly, you know what? If we just go ahead and we can at least have 4 little pieces, okay, out of this scrap piece of, I love this fabric that I found. I think it's going to be the fabric for my cover. Maybe, well, I do have that napkin though. So either the napkin or this or both. Yeah. So I'm just getting the phrase because I really like the frayed look around it. It's kind of strange to use this many things that are square. Okay, so there. Now there's a butterfly on this one. I don't want to lose that butterfly. Okay. I also have, see, now this is another square. So I think I'm going to save that. But I'm thinking maybe a paper ruffle out of the candy wrapper. So this was, oh my gosh, these were candy bars that were at Dollar Tree for Easter. They were so good. I thought they were so good. It's a different color gold, but that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to need a button. Okay. Okay, so I have my postage stamp, my sticker, and my button. Those are the main things that I need. Oh, let's turn that over so you get that. So I'm just going to figure out my first one. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that. I think I want some lace. You know, because there's not enough going on here. And that's the thing about a cluster is, there we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so, yeah, I'm still filling the, and I just have the regular tip. I didn't cut down the tip. Somewhere around here I have a tip that has been cut down. Okay, I'm going to pull this aside, and we'll just go ahead and put these 2 first things down because, oh, come on, they are fabric. Now, when you're building things like this, if you need to, go ahead and take a picture so that you remember where you had things. Because like already, I forgot where I had things. It's going to be fine because I'm not worried about it, but because I have fabric on here, I'm just... Okay. And I'm also using it because it will dry fast. The Tombow Mono liquid glue, it'll hold all of these things. Okay, so I don't want to cover my butterfly. Okay, so like that. And at this point, there's still sticky back here, but it's not very sticky. So, okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put down my button, but I'm also going to sew it down, okay? because the thread gives you another texture happening. Okay, so there's that, and you can see all the things. It can be so many things. So let's go ahead and grab, I have just a regular needle. Looking for thread. Oh, thread. Oh, you know what? Let's do gold thread. I have gold thread up there that's rolling around, so. It's just, this is gold thread off of a regular, like, sewing roll. See if I can get it out with, it's bringing, it's like the cat. It's bringing a whole bunch of things with it. So this is what it is. And I have it up here in the top of a container that I got at Dollar Tree. And it's a pin holder. If I can remember, I will take a picture of it at the end. I think I just want to just tie this on here. So I'm going to go ahead and make holes from the front. Okay, so making holes from the front so that I know where to go in from the back. Okay. Okay. We'll just go ahead and oh, I just pulled it right out of the needle. There you go. Bloopers included. Because things happen. Things happen. Just keep swimming. Okay. And I just think that the gold touch, because I'm using gold in this journal, is going to be great. Okay, so back to the hole again. Okay, but by making that hole from the front, I can see where to go. Now, since this postage stamp has words on it, I'm not going to put a word. But remember, I have words. I have rain words, and those came out of the Rainy Day Words and Quotes digital. Don't forget that tomorrow is our Friday Fun Day, and so we will have a Friday freebie. I have a couple of things that I'm adding to the shop, and so I introduce those now on Friday at the Friday Fun Day, and you're able to purchase them from that. And so you can purchase things and have your shipping combined. And then we do a special order in the Etsy shop. And so tomorrow I have yellow farmhouse. They're yellow and black and gray farmhouse kits. I have some napkin kits that are being added to the shop, and hopefully the prayer journal gift baskets. Okay, so that is one, and now we're going to go ahead and we'll quickly make the other ones. So we're going to cut up the little gold strips, lay out the backgrounds, add the stickers. Then we'll go ahead and cut some lace for each one. And we're going to add the lace. Then we're going to go ahead and add the fabric. And I only had enough for 3, so I'm going to go ahead and cut another square, and then I'll have some scrap left over. So adding the 4th fabric, and then we're going to add the gold. So we are making the ruffle, adding the gold to each one. And later I'll be fluffing that gold. Now we're adding the stamps that we made using the DearJulieJulie Digital Rainy Day Ephemera Kit. And we're not done. We're not done. I am going to want to add a postmark to my little pages here. think we'll go with the little Paris one. Okay, so postmark stamp is not a necessity, but I think it's probably one of my most used things. And again, you're adding the black to your item, but this I think just makes it look that much more vintage. Okay. And of course, if you're using a real stamp and it has the postage on it, that is wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't have covered the birds on that one, but that's okay. Okay. And so I need to add the buttons to the other 4, and let's do that real quick. Okay, so I will come back and add the gold thread to those. But you see, there's so many ways that you can use items that you have around. And notice that my items are even all the same shapes, basically. They're squares and rectangles. So I have kind of a ripped square. I have a square of the lace. I had a square of the fabric. And then I had a large rectangle and a small rectangle, and then a really long, elongated rectangle that we went ahead and turned into a paper ribbon. And I would even go ahead and probably pull this apart a little bit just to give it a little foof. Okay, so again, that's going to get some gold there.
Olive.
It's almost full. There we go. We're done. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.